Leeds United 0, Man United 2. We got the W.
Yeah, man.
Big win, man. Goals for Rashi and Garnacho. Talk to me.
Well, I said 2-0 before the game. That's what I expected. Again, don't expect
you
anything
did it,
less. Yeah, man, because you know what it is? We're Manchester United. So although most people in the camp were nervous, like, oh, it's going to be tight. I'm like, cool, it might be tight, but we're walking away with a win. Do you know what I'm saying? If we want to contend for the title, if we want to be getting top 4, we need to be getting wins, man. On Wednesday against Leeds at home, it was you know what I mean? We dropped points and we could have done better if things went our way and blah, blah, blah. But today it's like, no, we learned from them mistakes and we come at it and we got the win and good.
What was the pivotal moments that kind of helped us to get that win? Because for large parts, up until the latter stages where we got 2 goals in quick succession, we were all in there, including you, even though you predicted a 2-0, to be fair, but it was a bit flat. It was like, this looks like it's not going anywhere.
I think the changes made the change. And it wasn't necessarily our substitutions. It was Ten Hag dropping Weghorst into the number 10 or supporting striker role. That really made a change. Of course, Martinez had a big impact as well because he was able to play through the lines and bring composure to the back, to the defence. But yeah, just making that little tactical change of dropping Weghorst and putting Rashford up top, that was a change. And of course, it's always going to be a problem. If you got Rashford as a number 9, people are going to be worried. Why? He's got pace. So you're no longer going to be onto us because you're going to be thinking about who's on your shoulder, Rashford, as a defender. That made a difference. And yeah, credit to Ten Hag because recent weeks have been a bit like, Ten Hag, man, you're frustrating. You know, the Arsenal game, Crystal Palace game, when he didn't make the changes that I think he should have done, but he made the changes today and they paid off.
He has a knack of doing that, innit? Like I know you said a couple of games there in Palace and Arsenal, but then how many other games, like you're saying, that he has a positive impact, like in game of working things out. Ten Hag, like it's a credit to him, innit?
Do you know? And I think a lot of the reason for that is these players believe in Ten Hag. So I don't know. He might have said to pull someone to the side, said, "Look, Weghorst's gonna drop." Players might be a bit like, well, we'll be a bit like, "What's going on?" But the players are, "All right, cool."
They must have worked on that. There's no way Weghorst ends up in that position just by chance off the cusp. Yeah.
They believe in him, and you can see that. And I think Rashford's celebration was like epitomised what Man U were on. It's that mindset, the mentality. We fight to the last minute, and you know we scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game. That's when both teams will be tired. We mentioned earlier, United have got lots of games coming up, and we've played a lot of games. But in the last 10 minutes, scoring 2 goals, that shows that we're still fit and we're fighting to the end.
Fred had a lot to undo from the first game because of how poorly he played, and took a lot of criticism. Today he was man of the match.
And he was man of the match. He played very well. 20 minutes in, he was on the yellow card. We was a bit like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
Techie. But no, he really put himself about. And do you know what's actually funny? You know them players there where they might play better either under pressure or play better when they know they can't make a mistake. I think that's Fred. He knew he couldn't do another foul. So then he just was like, all right, let me take a deep breath and just play. And he played. And interceptions, everything. You're doing really well for the remaining 70 minutes. And we need players to just, whilst we ain't got Casemiro and Eriksen, we need players to just step up and do big performances. And not so it don't go under the radar. Sabitzer, he played also very well. Covered the ground. So as much as it was a bit of a shaggy performance at times, it was also a well-fought performance, because at the end of the day, going away to Leeds, who are battling relegation, it was always going to be tough. It was never going to be, Man, you win 5-0 and run straight through them. It was always going to be a tough game, but we got through it in the end with a clean sheet. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. And you know what? And Haley spoke about it, and a lot of other people have been speaking about Maguire, and obviously Molasse came off, then Shaw went to left-back, Martinez came on, etc. But we have got a clean sheet there, and that's massive away from home.
Massive.
To Leeds.
And the reason why it's massive as well, because I looked at the table, our goal difference was a little 8 plus 8, but now it's 10. At least it's in double figures, because at the end of the day, you got Newcastle, City and Arsenal all on like 22 and so on and so forth. So goal difference wise, for it to be on 10, it's better. And we just need to get these clean sheets and get these wins, start digging them out.
Are you in this looking at the table saying we're second and this, that, and where are you at with that? Are you just game at a time? Are you looking up? Are you cautiously looking below? Where are you at?
So generally speaking, I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm very optimistic. But I do believe in, you got to look forward. Like Haley said, look forward. Do take game by game, because it is about that game in front of you. On Wednesday, we thought we was going to beat Leeds. They didn't have a manager. We didn't. So every game we get, we've got to just deal with that game. However, be positive and think we can potentially rustle some feathers.
Garnacho, actually, gets a goal off the bench. Impact, Garnacho impact. What do you say to, some of the criticism that he got and how he kind of faced that and the very next game, sees the 3 points come to Manchester United?
All the best players get criticism. What I'd say to him is keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, because we know he's got the ability in abundance. And if he keeps his head down, doesn't focus on what people are saying and plays his game, he's going to get the results. He's trouble causer for defenders. If he adds goals and assists like Ten Hag said, we've got a world-class player there.